Welcome back. Listen up. You might learn something.
Building muscle is painfully slow.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. I mean, how long have we been lifting? 25 years?
Nearly 25 years.
And in that time, what would you say you've managed to? How much muscle would you say you've built?
Do you know what I've never done? I've never done a DEXA scan ever.
Right.
So
yeah.
I don't know. You know where you get the breakdown of how many kilos is my.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I look at and it's difficult because where I started, I was 17, 18, well, really, seriously training, 17, 18 years old. But yeah, I mean, I must be 30 kilos above what would be like my default
Your
weight.
normal weight?
I must be.
You reckon?
Yeah.
30 kg?
I don't know. Would you reckon similar?
Well, look, I know that 15 years ago, let's say, I used to walk around at 78 kg.
Okay, so...
Now I'll walk around, let's say at maintenance level at 95 kg.
Call it 20.
Right, so it's 20 kg, right? Now, of course, not all of that is going to be muscle. But, that's what, 15 years of progress.
It's a slow game.
You know, and you'd never look in the mirror and be able to see that. It's only when you look back at the pictures from years ago that actually.
And it's a game of diminishing returns, because if we look at the actual literature and we look at, and I can vouch for this myself, my first year of serious training, 10 of those kilos went on like that.
Yeah.
So then it becomes even more crazy. You sit and think, well, hang on a minute, 20 years ago I put on 10 kilos of muscle.
Yeah.
And what then in the next flipping 18, 19, 20 odd years, it's just been a couple of kilos a year.
Yeah.
But that's the reality. I know now, again, without getting too fancy on a DEXA, I always use just roughly conditions. So if I go, at my leanest, a couple of years ago, I was sitting at 95 kilos, and now in a similar condition, I'm sitting at 98, 99 kilos. I could go, I've built, in the last 2 years, 4 kilos of muscle-ish, right? Yeah. We're always going to be it's not going to be perfect, but... Yeah, I think that is...
it's really hard to see, though, isn't it?
It's hard to quantify. It's hard to...
Because something that I tell my clients, they might say something like, I've been training for a year. Last year, I was at, 70, 75 kilos. We've done a bulk. We've dieted down. I'm 70, 76 kilos. And, something that I tell them is, imagine if you go to the supermarket and you buy, let's say, a kilo of mincemeat, that has to fit around your whole body. The difference isn't going to be a few inches on your biceps. It just isn't. You know,
people want it to.
People exactly. Why isn't it that
4 centimeters?
Exactly, it has to go over your whole body, and that's the thing. So, it's slow, it's painful, but it's not the reason. It can't be the reason why you go to the gym, because that's going to be
put you off going. Most people stop. It's too slow.
Exactly. So you've got to enjoy the process more than anything. It's about going in there, testing yourself, challenging yourself, doing the work, falling in love with doing the work, eating well, sleeping right, getting your routine around health and fitness.
I love it, and I love sometimes how slow a game it is for that reason. Because we all go, I wish I could have more, I wish I could, and I sit there and I'm like, no, imagine grafting, imagine any other game. And again, if you're new to this, then it's going to be different. You are in a beautiful, I've had clients blow up in a year of it's their first year of training, or a little deficit, and then blank canvas, when you're just putting calories into someone and they're just got you can seriously grow. But that point of diminishing returns just gets worse and worse, slower, and I still love it, because exactly like you said, it's you're not falling in love with the results, you're falling in love with what you're doing, and then you appreciate those tiny little results. You appreciate them so much more.
Those it's the small wins, right? Again, going back to that day with you on the hack squat, right? It's what was it that you were lifting?
Should we go in plates per side?
Yeah, let's go plates per side, right? Because we both can't do maths.
No, we can't do maths. 6 plates per side,
6 plates per side, right? So, and what was your previous best?
It was getting to the magic. So I'd moved 6 plates, but for a fraction of 5-6 reps or something, and this was to get to double digits.
Right. Okay. Right. So you're not going to instantly see, my quad is bigger from doing that set, but it's the feeling that you get from completing the set, which is what pulls you in.
And for reference, that took 6-8 months of repetitive training blocks.
There you go.
To hit that lift.
Yeah.
Can you imagine training for 6 months just to get? It's like
that's the life skill, isn't it? It's delayed gratification.
Most people
right? Putting in the work now, even though you're not going to see the benefit of that work instant.
Yeah.